story so far. With the brain trust of Matthew and Walter hard at work cracking the computer recovered from Michael's base, a new bit of information has suddenly clarified the true depths of the megacorp-fueled shitshow the boys now find themselves in. Ghostwalker, dragon and sovereign leader of the Front Range Free Zone, previously known as Denver, has a vested interest in the rogue AI known as Digiwalt. To the tune of being the employer and funder behind Michael and his team in the quest to capture and contain Digiwalt for reasons unknown. Now, with Lothweir, the dragon CEO of Seder Krupp, hot on their heels to recapture his property, and as technology almost assuredly behind the raid on Michael's base, the Shadowrunners are very rapidly finding themselves in over their heads. What can 4 lowly Shadowrunners possibly hope to do?
Alright, so when last we spoke, we were saying, alright, we should start to figure out plans for how to get into the prison. If we want to track down this lead with Digiwalt.
Right,
That's
so
one direction.
what are all of our other options right now?
Our other options are try to find out, well, number one, see if we can track down Michael now that we know that he's affiliated with the Front Range Free Zone. Yeah, I got that right that time.
Yes.
We could try to figure out what they want with the AI, what these parties would do with it, because some of them shouldn't have it. And if we find that we all agree on a course of action that happens to be what one of the 3 main players is also going after, then we can ally ourselves with them. I think the most likely chance of that is with the Front Range Free Zone, but I don't want to be like, oh yeah, let's just throw in with them. I want to find out what they want with it, and what they would do with it once they got possession of it, and so forth.
Right.
I don't exactly know how to do that, aside from, like, knock on the corporate office and say, hi, Mr. Dragon Person. Question.
I'll remind you, you have contact info for Nightshade. Oh.
Right, and she is in there as well, because she was working for Michael, which means that it's a facto. Works for Nightwalker?
Ghostwalker.
Damn it! I'm trying!
I had my earphones out and I didn't hear your guessing, but I definitely heard your damn it. So I assumed what happened. So we know there's some digital activity in the federal prison. If, in one way or the other we manage to get access to it, what are the chances we'd be able to either interface with it or communicate with it or store it on some local drive before it escaped?
Well, I mean, the
Just
fact
from
that...
your understanding of, like, there you go, you got this. From your understanding of how a prison's, like, network would work, you're pretty sure you could trap him there fairly easily. Because it would be set up so you could just, like, disconnect it from the...
But isn't there a whole thing where a prison system shouldn't be able to hold an AI of that size?
Yeah, so there's something going on there that's very weird.
Yeah.
But because of federal security, they should be able to... I'm surprised they're already connected to the grid in such a way that he could have gotten in, but there should be an easy way to disconnect him.
Yeah.
I'm willing to
bet...
bet...
A big physical switch somewhere that will disconnect them from...
Or just an axe to the cable.
Or that too. Both, probably.
Now, I was going to say, I'm willing to bet that the reason they're connected when they shouldn't be is there's some kind of, corruption thing. Like, because it's a federal prison, there's going to be, like, rich bankers or whatever who've been thrown in there for, illegal stuff, who still had the money to kind of, bribe people to, like, have their personal own internet connection and stuff like that. So if there are people on the inside willing to take bribes, we can game that to our advantage, I think.
Possibly. You are a little low on cash at this moment, I think. But I am planning to throw a run at you soonish.
That would be great,
If you
because
don't
we
go
don't
looking
exactly
for
have bribery money.
Not so much.
But we could make... You don't need money to bribe someone. Sometimes all you need is a little blackmail, so that... Keep that in our back pocket.
You do know a guy who could find anything, so...
This is true.
Who's that?
Bernie,
Yeah.
the guy went to the bullets.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yep.
Wasn't he the guy we were asking really weirdly specific questions to? It was confusing me.
Yeah.
Bernie was a character, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay.
I could... Yeah, I
We
could
could,
give...
we could also follow up in the cave. That's another thing.
Right, there's that.
Okay, can I
Doing
do...
Oh,
Because we were going to
that
build in
we
the
saw-
little waterproof cabinet for your drone into the sun.
Right, for an aerial drone, so we can do
so
that
we
as
can
well.
get back there.
Which I
Yeah.
believe you've already built that in, as I recall.
I think
I
so.
think we rolled that last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it built in, but we didn't get the chance to go back and fly that. So we could do that. I mean, I don't want to do too much without Spiro here, but
Yeah.
that is something that we could do, is explore that.
Cool. Well, we
I
can
could
we can
also-
say that we're doing that while he's cracking the computer, because that's going to take like a week.
Yeah, that's true. That's something that could be, you know, in the time that it's taking him to do everything that we're finding out with Michael and all that. So yeah, let's go do that quick.
In the meantime, can I use my Google Foo or whatever to just look up, see if there's any kind of high-profile, you know, either whatever, basically find out who in particular is in this prison.
Go for it. And you have some kind of, like, pattern recognition skill, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I have. I think it's called intuition. No, it was analytical mind, which
Right.
halves the time you spend on logic tests.
Let's get a computer test to see how much your Google Foo works. And then, depending on the results of that, we might need an intuition test.
Sure. Where's Shadowrun? Okay. Pardon me.
Or you could theoretically have one of the more computer-savvy people run the computer check for you. If you're not real good with computers.
Well, I'm not. I don't have any computer skills, so maybe someone else can do that.
So if you'd like to... I know Shadowhawk's got a good bit, so if you want to call him up quick, I can roll it for him.
Hey, you can multitask, right? Yeah. What do you want?
Can you run a quick Google search for me? I can't seem to figure out how to...
How
Fine.
Google works.
I know how to Spiro pretty well, so I'll voice. Fine.
Yeah.
How was that?
Wow.
That was a bad roll.
Wow.
That's surprisingly terrible.
Google, not Yahoo. Oh, sorry. Let me try again.
He's good enough at this to realize he's like mistyped something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
That's a little better.
Okay.
Innings
So-
in prison? Oh, inmates in prison. Oh, sorry. Let me retype that. I'm not looking for baseball games.
If you
How many
okay, now,
innings?
if I could get, he basically just forward you a whole bunch of websites for you to look through.
He just sends you that like really sarcastic, like, let me Google that for you.
Let me
page.
Google
Yeah.
that for you.
Hey, can you find me a list of inmates that are on the lmgtfy.com/inmates in this federal prison?
He's probably just like links you like the specific like federal government page for like.
Actually,
just-
yeah. Now that I think about it, it's either going to be, like, publicly available kind of court records, or it's just going to be Google News plus the name of the prison.
All right, so give me a intuition plus.
Yeah.
I think like logic, just a little logic plus intuition actually. Just
All right.
That seems reasonable to me in this case.
That seems both logical and intuitive. 1, 2, 3.
3, and plus your analytical mind, whatever that does for you.
I think it just halves the time spent on logic tests. Oh, plus 2 dice to a logic test. Oh, cool. 4, 5. Holy shit.
5?
Yeah.
There are like a good number of like, as you look through this shit, it's a lot of the people in this prison aren't here for like murder and shit. It's more, some of them seem kind of trumped up a little bit, and there's a lot of academic people here for some reason.
Huh. Interesting. Can I determine what kind of academics they are? Like what their field of study is?
There's a decent range, but the more focus is towards biology and psychology.
What a coincidence. Okay.
For the record, I decided this long before I knew you realized you had a biology skill.
Sure. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, in context it makes sense why they would need biology. Okay. I'm going to relay this information to the other guys. Yeah. I'm basically going to tell them, I'm pretty sure this federal prison is a front for what is essentially an AI developing think tank, but against people's will.
Well, that's
Okay.
splendiferous.
Maybe, you can roll, what knowledge skills do you have again? I'm not going to use knowledge skills.
Okay, I got private security tactics, corporate politics, meta-humanity politics. I know English, Orzet, and Japanese. And then my academic ones are biology, history, and then I've got conspiracy theories.
Meta-humanity politics check.
Okay, I've got specialization
That's
in that
actually like
for
race relations?
Yeah, plus 2 for that. Well,
That's actually
specialization
like
1.
really
right.
appropriate.
Huh.
So yeah.
So that's those 2 plus intuition. 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it. Nothing. God damn it.
Nothing?
Nothing. Literally nothing. I got 1s and 2s.
It's like on the tip of your tongue. But
How many
you can't
ones?
quite come up with what's niggling you here.
I got 2 1s and 4 2s. No glitch. Just
You're like, there's something.
there's
not coming to me.
something on the
It's
wing.
not coming to me. It's gonna come to me like in the shower tomorrow.
All right, I'll come
Probably
back to it.
But with all the smart people there, are any of them anyone that was on the original dev team for Digivalt?
Ooh, yeah, can we
Can
cross-reference
you-
that list?
That's a salient question. I should
You
have asked
could
that.
quite easily cross-reference that list. And the answer is no.
Okay.
Oh.
I didn't know if any of them had, like,
A very
turned
good
to a life of
question.
crime afterward.
It's a very good question, but no.
Alright, well, if it comes to you, let us know. We are going to
Can I-
head out.
Can I go take a shower so I can speed up that process?
Let's see. Let's roll a d6 and see how many hours it takes.
Hold on, we're gonna head out. You smell a little fresh. How about instead of coming with us, you take a shower?
4.
4 successes? Alright.
You said roll AD6, didn't you?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, that works. Yeah, it's gonna take you, 4 hours for it to, it's gonna be in your brain for, you're like,
4 hours, my fingers are going to be all pruned up and shriveled.
No, I'm
you
just
don't have to take a
imagining
shower
that
for
it's
that long.
it doesn't work with the shower, and you're just sitting there eating cereal, just I can't think of it.
You just like thinking
It's
of
like the most
random
depressed
words.
cereal eating of the.
Oh yeah, I'm basically imagine Dave just pacing back and forth and distracting himself for 4 hours, set to the theme from the dating game.
All I'm
Yes,
picturing
we
is
get
like
it, you
Moaning
got a
Merle
date.
showing up and telling him, Dave, just open it underwater.
I'm imagining him just muttering just like random words under his breath, hoping one of them will just trigger what he's trying to remember.
And I've got like a cork board up with like bits of string and like pins and shit.
You're not actually using, you're just like making pictures with like the strings and thumbtacks.
Oh yeah, none of it's relevant. There's like a picture of Cher and Bruce Willis, and like it doesn't make any sense at all.
Okay, well,
Fantastic.
while you do that, we're gonna head out on our task. Maybe when we return, enough time will have passed. So yeah, we head out to the subway station again. We bring the little pink submarine
Okay.
into the abandoned subway stop, avoiding looks from anyone else. We carefully make our way in. You know, we're not just like diving into the place. You know, we're making sure that nobody else has been that way since we were there the day or two before. But eventually, I assume we make our way to the cave.
Yep.
All right. If I switch over so I get to my pilot skills.
I'm just going to do the standard perception check just to see if anything's changed since the last time we were there. Four successes.
Alright. This is like hella obvious to you. But as you're walking down there, you like walk past the bunker and go, wait, wasn't the railway car here?
Was it? I thought it was down at the front.
No,
burnt out.
you left it at the bunker last time.
Then you have photographic memory.
I do. I'm trying to remember last session.
Whisper does. BDA
Well, yeah.
doesn't.
BDA doesn't.
Whisper
BDA
goes-
definitely doesn't.
Pretty sure we left the railway car right there.
Oh. Damn. Proceed with caution?
I'm gonna take a peek down the tunnel. The tunnel that leads down to the bunker, and see if I see anything.
Yeah, I will do a perception check as well.
Mad dice going everywhere. That happens when I roll 12 of them.
I'm only rolling 9 for perception.
Alright.
That's
Somewhat
6.
Somewhat recently, someone has cleared out a lot of the collapsed rock in this tunnel.
Okay.
Uh,
Is it
they,
like
cleared
free
it-
and open, like down to the bunker, or is it still like caved in?
It's open all the way into the bunker, but the bunker is very caved in. It looks like they burrowed into the bunker and realized that it wasn't just the tunnel collapse; the whole bunker is destroyed,
Right. Okay.
and
So
there's nothing here.
one of the other players knows about this base.
Yeah.
Shit.
We still don't have confirmation that Michael is dead, correct?
No.
Yes,
But Mike-
you do not have
But,
conversation.
Michael would have known that the bunker itself was caved in as well, so that
This
wouldn't
is
be him
true.
trying to get back.
Yeah,
Or he was trying to get to it, and let's see. So the car then was probably used to excavate material.
Maybe, but it was
you-
burnt out last time, right? Like it was just like a thing on wheels, right? Like
right.
Yes,
but
but
it would
the
be
wheels
easier to
still
get
went.
it.
yeah,
It was easier to get it working than put a new one in.
right. Okay.
Even if it's just a cart on wheels, it's enough to get stuff down to the water,
Yeah.
dump it in the water, bring it back to load more crap on.
Right.
So that's probably where we'll find it. So
Okay, I
proceed with
guess
caution.
we'll head down the thing, and I'm gonna make a stealth check. Like,
Cool. I put
ASAP.
the drone away, and I have my weapon ready. And yeah, a stealth check wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Because I'm gonna go ahead and sort of pistol out, obviously.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That is a 4 on sneaking.
Right.
I'm going ahead.
Barter's like, tripping over shit.
Yeah, you start to sneak, and I like trip over my own foot and fall, and then I'm like, go on without me.
You just like whack your foot against the railroad track, whack your other foot against that foot, and just like fall flat on your face.
I fall, but I didn't glitch, so I fall and I save it, and I'm like, I'll wait. You go on ahead, scout it out. I meant to do that.
Okay,
It's like, yeah, I just need to do some push-ups quick.
great. Good job. I'll meet you ahead. And I head forward.
Yeah. You go do your scouting thing, Scout.
Oh, and not even like bend to where the collapsed bunker is. You can appreciate how good of a job the guy you hired to do the demolitions did. He did a really good job. That bunker is, there's nothing.
That's a sign up for you, man. He knows people.
He does.
Okay, so
Alright.
I'm heading down the tunnel towards the waterfront.
Alright, you reach the waterfront. The cart's not there either, but there is a big pile of rocks.
Like just on the beach?
Yeah, just like next to where the cart would stop.
Okay.
Rocks and dirt and bunker material.
Okay, I'm gonna do like a quick scan around the horizon and see if I see any like people or like remnants of like a camp or anything that was set up down here.
Did you report that you had that the car isn't where you are? Did you let me know?
Okay, yeah, I'll let Burnout know.
Okay, I will keep an eye down the other way of the track to see if somebody comes up behind us with the car.
Did we see it at the station? Like, did we see it on the track?
It was not at the station.
So, there's only so much track. The car's not here anymore.
Well, that goes the other way too. This is the third of 3 unfinished stations.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, you went, like, goes past the station and out.
Yeah,
Okay, that might be it.
might be worth scouting that way again.
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
I should
that's
ask which station you came in through.
The one we always
I'm
do, the
assuming
last
we
one.
came through the normal one, which I believe. Thinking of the map, I believe there was one that was built and pretty much nothing, and wasn't open. There was one that was mostly built, and actually, because I know there were 3 that were
Right.
planned for an extension and never finished. I thought that the third one, the furthest one out, is the one that we've normally been going through,
That's what I
and then the
think.
tunnel goes out and branches off into the cave thing. It might be the second one.
It's the second one. The second one is
Okay.
mostly unfinished, and that's the one that goes. That's the one I've
Okay.
assumed you're going through.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's the one we've been
whichever
going
one it
through?
is that we've
Yeah.
been going through before.
Okay.
Okay.
The third one was planned, but not much work was done on it.
Yeah, they like broke ground and then lost funding.
Okay, and the tunnel was never extended out that way,
Right.
correct? Okay, cool.
And the first one is the first one you ever went into. That's
Yeah.
mostly
So the car might be there.
Right.
right.
Okay. Anyway, I rolled my limit on the perception check, which is 4.
All right. You don't spot anything else out of the ordinary. Well, okay. The like this loading station thing is collapsed.
Like the train
It looks
station
like
platform?
yeah. It looks like they probably tried to set up some equipment on it, and it was just too heavy for the platform to collapse. And they're like, "Ah, fuck it, not worth it."
But there's
I
no
mean, they
like,
set up some
actual
sort of temporary
equipment left
measure.
over? Like, it's just the station that's collapsed?
Yes. There's no equipment left. The dock's still intact, and there's a big. I'm gonna add it. Let me just-
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go...
So if all clear, then I will join you.
Yeah, it's clear to move up.
Sure. Before we go with the underwater drone, I take one of the aerial ones just around the area a bit to get a few pictures, just so that if we encounter Michael again, we can give him an update on the underground, on the status of the underground, whatever, and maybe figure out who was here.
Okay.
Basically record stuff to go over later if need be. And then we take out the pink submarine.
Cool.
Okay.
Did we give it a name? I feel like we would have given it a name.
I don't think we did, actually.
We did, the Sundarine.
Sunday.
I don't remember that, but I'm going to trust you on that.
Because we had the Sundera sharks.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. I remember now. Okay, actually, before we head over there, I'm going to do like a tracking test on the ground, like leading down there, where like way back in the day I saw the footprints and stuff leading down to that water's edge, and I'm gonna see if there's anything new there.
Okay.
That doesn't matter anyway. That's 4 hits.
Okay. Yes, there's definitely been new stuff done over here.
All right. And it's like is it like isolated, or does it look like it's kind of involved with the rock stuff?
It looks like they took something off of the cart, something kind of large off of the cart, wheeled it over here, and put it in the water.
Okay. Yep. There's definitely something back there, and I'm gonna let Burnout know about that, because I freaking told you so.
Somebody do what? Sorry, I was trying to look up control the bonus stuff.
It looks like they took off a piece of equipment, dragged it over the water's edge by the under thing, and put it in the water.
Oh, so like up.
Yeah,
Here?
like up here.
Yeah, it'll be up there. They put it in the deeper water, but yeah.
Okay, so when we fly the submarine in there, we can take a look and see what the hell was thrown in.
Yeah, is it still in the water? Does it look like, or is it like?
There. You can't tell if they took it back out yet or not.
Okay.
You don't see it in the water there, so I mean, if they moved it through the water at least.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Cool.
Forward ho with the submarine.
Okay, so rolling 13 to pilot the submarine, and then do you want me to roll perception while we're under there too, to see if we can see if something else is under there that wasn't last time?
That's probably a good idea.
Okay, so first off with the piloting is yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, limit of 6.
Yeah, you were piloting quite well.
And then perception. 7, 10, 11, so pull 2 of these off and roll these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for the perception.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary down here yet.
Okay. So I assume with that pilot check that I get to the other side, where there's
Yep.
air?
Yep.
Up periscope!
Okay.
Another perception?
Yes, please.
Okay. Uh-oh. 3.
Alright, there's definitely something, like, pulled up on the shore of the river in here.
Okay, I stay still for a bit. Is anything moving, or is it just there's a thing there right now?
You haven't spotted any movement.
Okay, I will... Let's see, is the water flowing pretty fast here? Like, will it take considered effort to keep the submarine in one place while I'm moving the other drone around?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know how you want to do that, but I'm ready to deploy the aerial drone. If you want me to pilot both of them at some sort of minus
I think there's rules for that, isn't there?
for multitasking. Oh, no, it's controlling multiple drones. You move one and then the other.
Okay.
It's like with any turn. Like when I'm moving 4 drones around, I move one and then I move the other.
Okay. Do you get any minuses?
I don't believe so. It's I move. Although actually, with this,
Because there's environmental factors.
yeah, there's the environmental factor on the sub. So I wouldn't get any minuses with the aerial drone because when I stop moving it, it stays in the same place.
Right.
You may want to give me some minuses on the sub since it's got the environmental factors.
Okay. Basically, you're gonna jump into it and like quick recover it from whatever the fuck it happened to it when you left it, right? Is that
Yeah,
basically how that goes?
I'm basically seeing if I can like split the screen on my control rig so that I'm using one half to control the flying drone and one half just to
Alright.
keep the thumbstick pushed forward for the sub, basically.
Adjust for currents. Sure. I think I'm just gonna give you, since you're like splitting your attention, just like -2 on both.
Okay. So -2 dice on both?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so flying the drone to take a look around.
Open
You know,
the hatch.
yes, opening the hatch. And, oh, Herc is back on. And for the first time out with the drone, at least I will also try to stealth with it.
Okay.
So first flying with the drone.
Yeah, pilot, then stealth, then perception.
Piloting of the drone is very yes.
Herc's back.
That is 1, 2, 3,
Indeed.
5 for pilot of the flying drone.
Sweet.
Oh, actually,
Sounds
no.
good.
Yes, we talked about a -2. Let me re-roll that because -2.
Okay.
Herpy derpy. Hold on. 1, 2. 2. Damn.
That's sufficient to get it around.
Yeah, that's sufficient to bring it up at least.
You're
And
not doing any
and
barrel
out of the
rolls.
sub.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't take down the sub as I tried to leave it.
Yeah.
Docking with the sub will be very hard.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh,
You might
God,
want to beach the sub for that.
I don't know if the sub should be beached. Okay, so stealth. Am I getting a -2 on that as well? I figure since that's moving it around as well.
Yes.
Okay. Oh shit. It's just a 4. Oh, dice! Stop it. 1. 1 hit on the stealth.
Okay, well, you think you're being somewhat stealthy.
Yay!
You think.
I didn't make noise leaving the sub.
That you noticed.
Yeah. And now we will take a look around. Hey, Steph. Do I get a minus on the perception as well?
Yes, because it's putting your attention.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for perception. What do I see?
So this thing is pulled up on the shore and like opened up, and things were taking out of it and like spread out. Well, spread out's not, it's like set up.
Yeah.
And you're not quite sure what this thing they set up is, but it's definitely there. You don't see any people around, though.
Is it like? Does it look like weapons? Does it look like computer hardware?
It looks like communication tech.
Okay, it's tech of some sort. Okay. I'm going
Got like
to.
antennas and shit.
Okay. Did we establish? Are there other like passageways out of this? Other like hallways or whatever? I don't know if we could get a
You have
look
no
at
idea.
water level. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna try to look and see.
Let's do like a perimeter.
Yeah. So can I just go straight to perception on that one?
Yeah.
What does the room look like? If you could draw me a sketch with a perception of 4.
Here. The cavern. Yeah. Right here is our pod thing. Set up right next to it is our communications device thingy.
Okay.
How far is it from our side of the cave to that side of the cave?
I think I said 20 feet.
Okay.
Underwater?
Yeah.
And then there's no other exits aside
There
from
is-
further upstream?
There is a hole in the ceiling here-ish. Well, it's actually more like narrows in to a
Okay.
yeah.
It's not like a cut hole. It's that the
Yeah, no,
cavern
it's-
kind of comes up.
Yeah.
Well, first I want to get a closer look at the communications stuff, and then I'm going to try to figure out what that hole is all about.
Alright.
Actually, let me see if I can gently beach the submarine. So, like, just leave the drone to hover, and I'm like, alright, cool. Submarine, full attention on you. Get up on the beach a little bit so I don't have to worry about you.
Your best bet at beaching it is along like this section here. It's slightly less steep on the bank there. There's
Alright.
pretty steep banks in here,
Okay.
except for about there-ish.
Alright, I will try to do so. as far away from this as I reasonably can, in case, I don't know, something happens.
Pilot check. And since you can just hover your drone for this, you can if you ignore your drone, you can go at full.
Okay. So, back up to 13 for the pilot check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6.
There's a pink submarine right there.
Awesome. Not to scale.
Yeah.
Look, I could fit inside it. Yay! Cool. So now drone is going to go and get some close-up look at the communications stuff, and basically, again, getting pictures of it to take back and analyze later.
All right.
So I will also do this with stealth in case I find out belatedly that there's like a camera in with the equipment. So I will do a pilot and a stealth and then a perception.
Okay.
Pilot of 1, 2, 3, 4. Huzzah. Stealth. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of these. Sweet. 2 for stealth.
Okay.
And then perception. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is my limit. So yeah, just getting a closer look, seeing if I recognize any of it in recording, so we can look at it later as well.
Okay, so you're getting good pictures of it.
Okay. Definitely communication, or is there stuff that I can't identify at the moment?
It's definitely doing some kind of communication-y thing.
Okay. I guess now that I've got enough data on it, I will turn my attention to the hole in the ceiling.
Okay.
And pilot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Wait, 5.
Okay, yeah, fly over there, no problem.
Just over there, not up it yet?
Unless you want to go up it. Yeah, if you can fly up it, no problem, too.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically going through it and seeing where it leads. If it leads to the surface, awesome. If it doesn't, what am I going through?
It gets narrower. And then it gets narrow enough that you're not sure a person can get through. Maybe if they were really skinny and wiggled a lot.
Okay. But my drone is so far still having no problems, which is, this size.
Yeah, your drone has no trouble. If you continue farther, it starts connecting to other caves, and you might run out of drone range.
Okay, so at that point we're just getting a geological survey.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's not a direct connection to the surface.
You should make a perception test for me, quick.
Absolutely. That's with these. 1, 2, 3.
You notice that the walls of this hole are got wet.
Okay. Okay, cool. So this is probably just a natural, hey, this is how water moves through some of the underground systems.
Yeah, likely.
Okay.
If you were a geologist, you might be able to speculate that some small trickle of water has eroded this hole, and that's why it's slightly less steep here-ish, because the water's been running that way.
But you're
a
not
lot
a
of
geologist, so you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I bring back the drone.
Did you take a look at the other side of the beach yet?
I haven't inspected it. I've noticed that it's there, but if you want me to go and get a closer look, I will do that now.
Yeah,
You
I want to know
may.
what all's in there.
Okay. Pilot check. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just 3.
That's enough to fly you over there.
Yep.
You almost hit a stalactite and then don't.
And then perception. Really? Well, let me count ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not enough ones. Only one hit.
You don't spot anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. I'm recording though, so if people want to look after and be like, "No, you should have looked at that thing. No, go back." Oh, you suck. Like we do at BDA when he plays games. No,
Yeah.
you missed the thing. Oh.
Basically. Am I looking over his shoulder at, like... Because he has, like, it's a physical pad that
Yeah,
he's looking at, right?
it's a.
Yeah, he's got his thing up. Like he's. Got
I'm going to
his-
roll a
I'm sure
perception.
he can-
I'm looking over his shoulder.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so far I've been like, "Oh, notice the thing, whatever." I didn't say something like, "What? You didn't notice the thing?"
Yeah. So go check out this.
Wow.
Check out that. Go up this.
Apparently something really doesn't want us to know what's over there. I got one hit.
No, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary either.
All right, cool. I guess I'm gonna bring the drone back into dock.
Okay.
What a useless...
Well, the pilot.
I don't even know what the threshold is on this. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Limit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Limit
Nice.
achieved. Take it to the limit. All right.
Now unbeat your sub.
Also a pilot. Don't glitch. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a struggle, but you get it unbeached.
Okay. I realized I probably should have practiced that maneuver before. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, thank God it's like, this thing doesn't even actually have a reverse. I just gotta, like, keep wiggling the steering.
I'm
Damn
glad we
toys.
added extra power to this thing, otherwise I'd never get off with it.
Right? It's like belatedly realizing it's like, oh crap, it doesn't have a reverse. I just have to go forward and let it fall backward. Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
basically.
We're good.
You
You
said
like playing it cool and thinking this is stupid. I did something really dumb.
on the
Yeah, you
beach,
wanna
you
add
said
a
that there was,
reverse
like,
gear?
other stuff, like, laid out other than just the communicator?
That was me like trying to find the right words. They took the basically, it was in pieces inside this pod. It's basically like an underwater pod that swam over there.
Right.
It also contains the power. There's like a cable between
Okay,
them.
so the pod had the power for the device and the pieces for it. The device has now been assembled, and there's nothing else in the pod.
Right.
Okay. Oh, so it's like a communicator, like, whole thing. It's not just like a comm pad, basically. Like it's a.
You know, it's like got antennas and shit.
Okay. I thought it was just like a like a
Okay.
communicator type thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, cool. I'm going to try to explore further upstream.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Shit. 2.
You can't make any headway against the current.
Where I fail once, I shall try again. And if I don't make it the second time, I'll just say, "Huh, the current must be too strong."
Yeah, it was last time too. So.
Oh right, yeah. Well, I'm gonna try again anyway.
Yep. Yeah. Go for it.
Jeebus. The current's too strong.
Yeah. No, you're just like, well, it got steeper and the current got, well, yeah. That's how it goes.
All right, I bring the sub back. Uh-oh. Okay, no, there was still 2 hits. I assume I can then safely bring it back.
Yeah, it's a lot easier going with the current.
Yeah. And I recover the sub.
Yep,
Right, that it.
got it.
Okay.
Good job.
I'm gonna take a look at the footage of the communicator itself because I want to see if I recognize any like
Sure.
symbols or like marks
do you-
or anything on it.
Do you want to wait until we get back to my place to review it? Or do you want to do so here so we can look back?
I'd
at
rather
everything
just
closer?
look right now, and then that
Okay.
way, if we need to do anything right away, we can.
Okay. Cool.
So what do you want me to roll for looking at it? Just perception?
Perception. Yeah, we'll start with perception.
Okay.
I will use enhance. 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 just print the damn thing.
4, my mental limit.
Alright. Do you speak Spanish?
No, I do speak a little bit of Dwarvish.
It's not helpful.
Dwarvish is not Spanish.
Can
Things I wish I
run
wouldn't
these-
have to say.
I'm assuming there's Spanish on it. Can I run the Spanish through Google Translate?
You could if there was a Matrix connection down here.
Right. That's unfortunate. There was a Matrix connection at the station, though, right? Like, it's close enough to the surface?
Yes.
Okay. Is the Spanish on it the only thing that I see?
You can also roll a hardware check.
Hardware.
Try to recognize some of this hardware.
God. I don't think I have hardware.
I do.
What
is hardware?
Allow...
Hardware is hardware. It is a skill.
Yeah, no, but what's it?
Oh,
like, tied to?
logic.
Logic?
Logic.
So I can
Logic.
roll it at, like, a 2 with my
Go
negative.
for it.
I can roll 6. Hey,
I got a 2 and a 3.
I got 2 hits on hardware.
Yay!
It's definitely some kind of communication device.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, what good's a communication device if it can't communicate clearly? If you're in this country, you should speak Elvish.
Let's see if you have any like relevant knowledge skills here a second.
I know Elvish.
You don't have mine on there.
Yeah,
But-
I do not have yours on here.
Do you know mine?
Not on top of my head.
Okay, well, I've got English, Dwarvish, Fixers, Street Gang ID, Local Deckers, City Layout, and Street Clinics. And the
I've
ones that we
got-
talked about.
Yeah, that's none of those are going to cut it.
I've got
Yeah, I don't
English,
think so.
Elven, motor vehicles, gang identification. I've also got, and design theory. So probably none of those are going to help either.
Probably not. Design theory is more like on how to make cars look pretty, right?
Yeah, it's more like could also probably help with like architectural design and stuff, but it's like the
Right.
design, and not so much the structure.
Right. Yeah. So that's none of that's
Yeah.
helping. Okay.
Okay.
All right, well, do we want to go find a connection and translate that Spanish?
Yeah, let's head back to the station and see if we can get a connection from there.
Okay.
We'll be careful coming back in case we see a train car coming our way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't run into any train cars on the way back.
Well, that's good. Do any train cars run into us?
No.
Awesome.
You
Let's
arrive back at the station.
Google Translate that shit.
All right. One of them says power. And you got like input. Your generic computer device labels.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the bits have like parts of labels on them, like they're like off the shelf parts added to this. And if you Google those like part names and stuff, they're mostly the communications parts more built for receiving than sending.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, his antenna is ridiculously sensitive for
Yeah.
lots of passive scanning.
See,
Right.
on the one hand, you said they're off-the-shelf parts, but the players that we found to be in this are not small time, so I don't think that they went down to the local Radio Shack.
Well, it's not like off the shelf like you bought them at Radio Shack. It's like off the shelf like this wasn't custom built for this.
Okay.
Did you
It's like
did
can
you
order
take a
them
closer
from.
look at the pod at all?
It's right next to it, so I assume that even
I
if I
assume
didn't go up to it specifically, there's still good footage of it there.
You've got footage of it. You didn't like fly into it or anything,
Yeah.
Right.
but it's
Does the pod have anything on it that would be
It's-
useful in identifying?
you can identify it as a pod divers use to carry equipment to like underwater archaeological sites or
It was used
That
for its
kind of thing.
purpose.
yep.
Yeah, but it doesn't have like a
It's-
maker, brand, or owner. This
it
pod is
was
owned
made
by-
somewhere in. It was the company that makes these is in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Oh, that's useful.
It is, actually.
Yeah, no. That's technology, baby.
So much for your global economy, goes our assumptions. No one else could possibly use anything from there. Has to be as technology.
Yeah. Of course, only as technology people use stuff from Mexico. I should
That's
have everything.
racist.
I should have everything made in China. Or is made in China? Duh.
All right. Anyways, well, I don't really know how much more we're gonna get from this thing without a hacker or
Yeah.
someone who knows what they're doing with tech.
Yep. And we still need to figure out how to get over there. Although I imagine that we could probably get not a full scuba tank, but like a small rebreather of some
I
sort.
was actually looking, and it's like
Yeah.
the swimming test isn't actually all that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because according to the book, it's basically a swimming plus strength test, and every hit you get is 1 meter you can swim per combat turn, and you can naturally hold your breath for 60 seconds. And if a combat turn is 3 seconds or whatever it is, then
Yeah.
that's way more than enough to be able to get over there without
Yeah,
It's
for
combat.
essentially, even if it's 5 seconds, that's still 20 turns.
Yeah.
It's
Or
you get 20 combat
12
turns in a minute.
turns. 20 in a minute, still
So, yeah.
3 seconds. Yeah.
2 seconds. Yep.
So I mean that's more than enough time to like swim.
Basically, don't glitch.
Yeah, don't fuck it up. And you can swim without a rebreather if you needed to. I
Cool.
can do it.
I imagine there would
You
probably
swing
be
against the current?
some kind of negative for swimming against the current, but
You swing against the current, and you probably want to bring some kind of light. But other than that, yeah, it's doable.
Cool. So we'll do that when we have our tech guy.
Yeah.
So that I think we've explored to the best of our abilities. Do we want to see what happened to the car? Explore down the other.
I think so.
Cool. As we go exploring, has 4 hours passed for Dave to figure out what his roadblock was?
Yes, at this point, you have stumbled your way through the roadblock.
Hey!
You're pooping right now, and all of a sudden it came to you.
I'm more of a shower thinker. I don't really do a lot of. good-
You tried that already. You were trying to think. You were just like, I'm tired of this shit. Huh, shit, okay. Oh, hey!
Oh, I do a whole Jeff Goldblum in Independence Day thing,
Yeah.
but with poop.
Anyway.
You recognize some of these some of these scientists have been implicated in scandals related to unethical metahuman research.
Yeah.
So
Like, it's not like research in. Well, I suppose there's research into metahumans, but they were doing stuff to metahumans that is you really shouldn't be doing to people.
inhumane testing.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like a Joseph Mengele, but with metahumans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like the even more fucked up version of like the prison experiment and stuff like that.
Right.
What, like the Stanford prison experiment?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think one of these guys even went to jail over it.
I'll be right back.
Who was like an up and comer in the psychology field, and then got caught doing some fucked up shit. At least he got caught related enough to it that they could put him in. That's why he's here.
Okay. I relay this back to Burnout and Whisper. And I start my story with, so I was pooping, and
These are important details.
yeah, I was like, shit, liberal arts, psychology, that's it. Sorry, that was a cheap shot, but
Yeah.
Shit, I'm pooping. And then you think about shit, and then you think, oh, these people are literal pieces of shit because I remember shitbirds.
yeah, that works.
Okay, well, anyway, whatever it is, whatever information you end up giving me through this mixed-up exchange, it's good to know that we're dealing with fine, upstanding human beings. Says the elf with a little bit of shared disdain.
Sounds like a think tank to me.
Yeah, which is odd to put it together in a prison, but hey, I wouldn't have thought of it.
Which makes it the perfect cover.
Yeah. I mean, if I couldn't think of it, who could, right?
Well, clearly a troll while pooping, so...
Especially if you need, like, test subjects that won't be missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're off the grid, yeah.
Oh, look, we have someone being sent to this prison that doesn't match with the rest of the demographics of the prison. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That poor guy.
Quick, Dave, we need you to commit a federal offense.
Well, this is what I brought up last time. I can open someone's mail. That'll
Right.
get me, like, 6 months.
Right, but now that we know that they're the type of people that would do... Well, no, they're probably not actively going into metahuman type research right now. Otherwise, it'd be... That's why. Like, if they were looking for test subjects, but I don't think that they are right now. They're just the type...
I think it's more of a, just kind of like they force these, legal trails through, knowing that they can exploit them once they're in this federal prison. It's basically slave labor
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So, BD, I'm not sure how much you missed, but most of the inmates are not only like smart psychologists and such types, but they're also the types that have run terrible experiments on metahumans.
Okay, yeah, I got that much.
Okay, cool. So, yay. That may affect how we plan on getting in, or what we do when we're in there, since, hey, we may not have to worry about the safety of inmates if they're all these douchebags.
You don't have to feel so bad when you burn it down. Yes, I said when.
Oh, he knows us.
Our DM has got us figured out, guys.
Yay. He's resigned himself to us.
So, shall we discuss... Well,
Actually, a quick question. Is that, like, basically all the inmates are like that? Or does it also seem to be functioning as a prison with some unrelated folks? Or are there also, like, metahumans there as, like, that could be
It is not all
cheap
the,
labor?
It's just a small subset of these guys.
Okay.
But they're all in the same, like, block.
Okay,
Ah.
are all the scientists the same meta type?
I assume they're all
No.
human. Oh.
Most of the assholes are humans, but there are ones who don't have that kind of record who are metahumans and all that, too.
Okay, so what we're saying is that we have these ones with the track record and
Right.
are the ones that are in the think tank block, we'll call it. Is there anyone in there that's not human?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's like...
Yeah,
like,
you
it can be
don't...
argued they're here to keep them separate from the guys who might cut their throat, but it's most of the intellectual ones are in the same block.
Okay, cool. So not all of the intellectuals are the shitbags,
Right.
but all the shitbags are in the... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Venn diagrams.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was wondering if it might be like a human purist something or other that's like, a bunch of human douchebags that are going full, like, we must destroy the metatypes on things. Okay, anyways, are we going towards the other station? Wow, that was loud.
Yes. Continuing on to the other station.
Once you arrive there is the cart there.
Okay.
Okay.
They stripped off most of the structure, and it's just like a platform with wheels, and they rigged up like enough to get it working.
Okay, that it's moving under its own power?
Yeah.
Okay. I assume that they are not currently present?
They are not currently present. It looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Like they use it to bring gear in, use it to move rocks, use it to bring gear out, and they're like, well, that was a failure.
Okay, they were probably trying to recover what we already recovered.
Well, or they were trying to dig into the bunker.
Right, they were
that
trying
we
to dig into
blew
the bunker.
Hell out of.
Yeah, they were trying to get into that. But then they probably came back out through this one. So with the car, they probably brought something. They probably brought like the rest of the hardware that we didn't bother with. Like the...
Well, I'm thinking mining equipment is what they were bringing in.
Oh, I see. Okay. Good call.
Because I don't think they knew about Michael's thing down the other way.
Yeah.
Like, If we're assuming this is as technology, they probably don't.
Yeah, well, but they still set up the communications device further upstream. I assume that's the same. That could be the same people.
That's what I would assume.
You can assume that if you like.
Yeah. I let me know if I need to roll, but I just want to send a drone up really quick through like the 3 layers of the subway station, make sure that there's no other nothing out of place.
Go for it.
All right, you want me to roll?
Yes.
Sure. Stealth. Yeah, I guess because of that. In case there is something. Stealth. 2. Perception. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This place has been pretty seriously vandalized since we were here last.
Ooh.
How much of it is we are we?
A good third.
That's what I like to hear.
This is where it all began. I want to go up and take a selfie of myself next. No, that'd be the worst. That'd be the worst idea.
And
It's like we made the We Are We thing to distance ourselves from our acts. The last thing I should do is take a picture of myself next to some We Are We graffiti.
Yeah.
actually, Sophie's up there spray painting one of the few blank pieces of wall.
Is she?
I wait and I watch, and I want to see if it's We Are We related or
Yeah.
just something
I
else.
was gonna ask.
It's totally We Are We related.
Huh.
Okay. Is this all happening on his physical pad that I can see?
Yeah.
Like the vision through the drone?
Yeah.
If you got his thing out, then yes.
Okay.
Oh, I've got my thing out.
I'm gonna make a check with my drugs knowledge skill to see if she's still on Bliss.
Okay, go for it.
So we're gonna try this. I've never done this one before. One hit.
She does not look high currently.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell, but
Yeah.
when you're looking for the telltales, you're not seeing any.
Do you want to like talk to her, or should we just vacate?
I don't know, because like on the one hand, I want to know if she's heard from Michael at all. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure that in order to get any information from her, she would want us to supply her, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Plus, you have all of our supply now.
I do. I haven't had a chance to do anything with it yet, but
Okay.
some notes.
And third off, I'm pretty sure that Nightshade would be a better lead for that anyway.
For Michael, yeah.
Yeah. Or at least like, hey, so we have no confirmation of Michael's death. Do you know anything about that? Unless we know he could still be alive. I feel like Nightshade would be more useful in that regard.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm just gonna kind of wait and chill and watch through the drone until Sophie kind of like leaves. Does she kind of look like she's wrapping up, or is she like gonna be here for a while?
She's quoting parts of various manifestos on the wall.
Okay.
Some of them from ones you've written, and then like some quotes you don't recognize.
Oh man.
But she's running out of wall space, so she, like, unless she wants to stay on the floor, she's gonna have to be done soon.
What's your plan?
I just want to go up there and like spray paint a message on the wall for her when she leaves, just to try and, I don't know, see if I can spook her into like, you know, coming to seek us again or something like that. Like a whisper is watching or something like that.
Do you have spray paint on your person?
No, I was going to hope that she was left hers behind, or I was wondering, did we still have any in the trunk of the car?
Or has anyone else left theirs behind?
Or, yeah, is there any other ones up there?
No one has left. All those empties, but presumably empties. I suppose you can test them.
Right. I suppose you could just go up to her and be like, may I? watched. Was her
Kind of
watching.
defeating the point a little bit.
You could go say hi.
Actively.
You could, I don't know.
I don't want to have that conversation right now. I want to like.
No. I feel like we could get something useful out of her, but I don't want to enable her to do so.
Yeah. And if she's like,
You could go for a closer
Although
look.
I could just go up there and just like casually lean against a wall and she doesn't notice me and then just be like, so how'd that brush with death go? Because the last we saw her, she had basically almost died.
Yeah.
yeah,
Which I think is probably the closest she's got to that kind of thing. Could be helping her turn around. If she doesn't look like she's high right now, there could be a chance she's trying to turn around.
that's why I want to kind of be like, we're still here. If you want help, you can still come or whatever. Like something to like jog her mind about us.
Yeah,
Also,
does she know how to contact us, though?
No, but she knows where
No.
Kath is.
Right.
Yeah, like, she's welcome there.
If she goes in and says, "I need help," yeah, she is.
But does she know that?
She might not.
Yeah,
Last she did, she stole a bunch of stuff from people there.
yeah.
True.
Because, I mean, like,
Yeah, but she was still high at that point.
So yeah, but you know how you don't know if you're welcome back or not.
Yeah.
like
Is
if you don't want me to, I won't, but I have no problem just going up there and being like, how did that brush with death go? And if she asks for drugs, I just turn around and leave.
Yeah.
One
I'll let you
question.
take care of this. I'll be in the shadows.
Cool.
In this universe, is there, like, in the same way that heroin has like methadone for, weaning yourself off, like addiction, is there an equivalent for her drug of choice?
Probably. I don't see why not.
Can we? I mean, like, if we have to bribe her with drugs, then it might as well. Or is that a bad enabling idea?
If she is still on like hooked on bliss, then she's still gonna want bliss. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way that we can sell her the alternative.
Yes. And if she's working on helping herself with the alternative, she has someone that's helping her with the alternative. That's not our problem.
Yeah. Okay.
So, BDA,
Try
if
it.
you
Why
want,
not?
you can head back to the car, or you can just wait here and see how it goes.
I'm gonna follow behind you, just within earshot, but hide it, like staying in the shadows. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
her to see me.
Shadows are, like, downstairs or something.
Yeah, wherever.
Because, like, and I'll be like, okay, so she's on... Can I see a map of the subway station?
yeah.
Okay, so she's spraying along that wall. I'll kind of come up this staircase and, be near the bathroom where we first spotted her.
And I'll be kind of like
Hey.
hanging out here.
If you want to sneak in, that's going to require a stealth check.
Absolutely.
And I shall roll one of those as well. Uh, 3 hits.
3 hits.
Okay. Let's see how she does.
Perception plus intuition.
She doesn't notice either of you.
Alright, so I'm leaning against the wall by the bathrooms and watching her she sprays. You have an excellent taste in role models.
She rolls around, sees you, and then like runs up and gives you a hug.
Oh.
I am somewhat startled at first, but then I return the hug. How are you doing?
Great. I'm doing great.
I say, so I guess you got my note.
Yes, I did. The whole experience has really opened my eyes.
I'm glad to hear that. You're looking better.
Thank you.
So
She like motions to the stuff she was painting on the walls. I found a new purpose in life.
really, tell me about it.
Uh,
It's like, okay, now I get to hear from outsider perspective and maybe guide her along doing something instructive with it. Maybe.
So she like launches into like a full spiel, like
Yeah.
almost like like she's trying to recruit you.
Uh-huh.
She's become a religious nut. Oh god.
Hey,
Talking
she
about-
found Jesus, okay?
Jesus being you.
How before the system was holding her down, and it was really the oppressors of humanity or something,
Yeah.
and how we have to return to our renew civilization back in our roots, and tear the city down to build a new one. This cleansed of all the I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. But,
Injustice?
Injustice and problems and hubris against the world and
Okay, I'm not there to hear that, but if I was, I'd be interested.
Like, I'm a little surprised at how deeply she's taken into it, but I suppose when she's grasping for anything for her life to mean, when she's trying to not be druggy, it's something.
She's really into it.
Really into it.
Really, she's like quoting manifestos from memory.
Yeah,
to,
like
support her arguments.
yeah, like as you were saying that, it's like, oh, okay, I know some of those bits.
And she's actually very persuasive.
So
We might have to take responsibility for some of the manifestos. We need to have a discussion at some point.
well, it's out there at this point. There's the movement,
Yeah,
And-
no,
and again-
we have no power over it anymore.
which I mean was kind of the idea. In that, like, all right, cool. This movement starts, and when we do something, we blame it on that and not us, so we can still move around inconspicuously.
And,
But
Okay,
if we feel like it's getting too bad, she could be our way into looking into seeing if we can do damage control at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I talk with her, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty neat. Like trying to be like, oh well, it's great. The city could use some fresh air, and so on like that.
she's gonna make a charisma roll here to try to persuade you. And see how persuaded you are.
Okay, actually, I'm down for this.
She's gonna try and sell you on our own bullshit. This is
Right?
superb.
This is going to be, I think.
If she can convince me
leadership.
more than I did while writing it, good on her.
So she has 4 successes to try to pull you into the We Are We cult.
And I mean, I just go along with it. I'm like, oh, that sounds great. Like, do you work with other people when you're doing this, or like is this just something that you take up individually on your own?
She invites you to a secret meeting that's coming up.
That's actually kind of what I was hoping. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. So this is the chance that we get to go in.
She hesitates a second, goes, "I trust you," and then like leans in to whisper less loudly to invite you in to this meeting.
I heard there will be punch and pie.
Cookies.
Punching fire?
Secret clubs have cookies.
Maybe there'll be cookies.
I say sounds great. I make a show of being flattered that she trusts me so, and of being interested, and I tell her that I'll be there. Is it like later tonight or tomorrow or?
It's like in an hour.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So is it right nearby? Should we head over now?
Yeah, she checks her. I guess it's like a watch built into a cyber arm.
Of course.
We should probably go right now.
Sure.
Get that time.
Let's head over, and I imagine she heads up the stairs, and I'll follow in a moment.
Yeah, she leads you. She says heading off. If you don't immediately follow her, she looks back and waits for you.
I will. I give her a couple paces, and I drop my keys where I am, and then follow her. So BDA can head on back.
I'm going to break RP for and say you would know me well enough to know that I can't drive by this point. I can technically drive, but it's going to be quicker for me to just book it.
Yeah, you got a motorbike.
Oh wait, yeah, you don't drive. You do the rooftop thing.
I do the rooftop.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, cool. Let's say.
You should probably
then yeah.
pick your keys up.
Yeah, then knowing that, I wouldn't have dropped them, or just like.
I'm gonna say that just for the
like,
sake of our characters knowing each other well enough by now.
Or even like if I do drop the keys and you just say rooftops, and when she looks back, I'm like, sorry, I pick up the keys and follow.
You like drop the keys and like give him meaningful look. He's like, no,
And he just hears he's around there and he just calms me really quick. Rooftop. Pick up keys.
Followed by a really exasperated sigh. Rooftops.
And I can't say anything in return because I'm with something.
You're like giving him the finger behind your back as you follow.
Yeah, I'm walking off and I'm like, right here, buddy.
I hope we hear that voice again at some point in the future. Sounds like a fun NPC to me.
Johnny the middle finger. Okay, anyways, you guys head off on your secret club date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wherever it is, I show up in my Burnout finest, the same damn coat I wear all the time.
She leads you through various alleys and shit, does some secret knocks and passcodes.
Do you want me rolling anything for following them?
Stealth.
Okay.
And after a certain point, you can't.
Like, not even going up?
They were going to go into a building through a door and not come out.
Right, okay. Well, basically, yeah, like, I wanted to follow them until they went into
the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case I had to go into the building and, start shooting fools. Okay, sneaking. 6.
You feel real damn sneaky.
Hell yeah, I do.
Super sneak.
And then, did you want
Especially
me...
with that goddamn traceless walk. Ain't nobody finding you, sir.
Hell yeah. Okay, then did you want me to roll anything else for following them, or?
I'm gonna assume you can parkour well enough to keep up.
Cool. I follow behind them, like, doing, like, the, I don't know, Hawkeye thing, I guess, is probably the closest, like, running along the rooftop, like, looking down as, like, they're following. I'm doing the Daredevil thing. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He runs across rooftops looking down at people. Does Burnout have a way to broadcast any sort of visual to me? Like, do you have glasses?
He's got drones. He's got cyber eyes. He can broadcast you everything he's seen.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm going to relay that to him over my.
Of course, anyone like sniffing for that kind of thing wouldn't notice.
Yeah. I will record internally, so that I can bring it back to you guys.
Okay.
And I will broadcast to you if I need assistance.
Yeah. All right. I give him the super secret Shadowrunner's code of, call if you need help.
Hey, fucker, don't die.
I still need you, damn it.
Call if you need anything.
You end up in a room with Sophie, you, and like 5 other people.
Okay. No one else I recognize?
Well,
I don't think that anyone else that I've faced that was with Michael have lived at this point. So no one else that had run with her.
Don't recognize anyone with Michael.
Yeah.
You recognize like a couple people from the clinic and Lofweir.
I don't know this. I don't know this.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know this.
And with him in here, I don't want to risk a broadcast.
I don't know this.
Okay. Oh, fuck! I bet Lofweir is trying to harness the whole We Are We movement to cause further unrest.
No. Even better than that is this is completely separate from his own interests, and he's just totally down with we are we.
That would be funny, but that's not the Loftware way.
It's
He
really
does
not.
introduce Loftware to you as their leader.
Son of a bitch.
Oh fuck! I'm honored to meet you.
Is she like he's introduced as Loftware? Like
No, as James. He's like James,
okay,
but
but it's the same dude that I met.
It's so fucking.
it's the same dude.
obvious.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's fucking Loftware. The whole silver hair, gold eye, whatever.
yeah.
Who fucking doesn't know?
Oh, most people, but
Well, okay.
Not us.
Yeah. It's true, actually. We need to find out who the fuck that was from that description. Well, we had the description of him. We need to find out who it was, and it was like, nope. We asked around. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I forget. I think that was you that was doing the asking around.
yeah,
Because I'm the one who met him. So
6 people.
Right. Say it's an honor to meet you. And just some BS about Sophie has told me how your ideals have really turned her life around, and I can't thank you enough.
He returns the honor and more political bullshit.
Yeah.
Tries to pull you in more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
As a fellow BSer, you know when he's BSing at least somewhat.
Yeah. If you want me to make any rolls, let me know. But otherwise, it's BSer to BSer.
Yeah. And Loftware actually clearly recognizes you.
Awesome.
Because you walk in and you see him raise an eyebrow at you, then go back to looking nonchalant and excited to meet you.
Yeah.
Huh.
Does he know that I
fucking
recognized
dragons,
him?
man.
That's a good question.
Okay, well, I'm glad I've been recording. We can go over this in the scariest fucking detail afterward. Oh my god. Okay. So, there's a meeting of some sort, I assume?
Yeah, they discuss things, future plans, some recruiting stuff. They discuss releasing a new manifesto and start doing some wording for it. If you'd like to try to get a word in there, that'd be a good time for a social role.
Yeah.
And probably leadership as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do leadership, because that's a charisma base. 4 hits.
Alright. So Loftware is you notice he's trying to inject some subtle dragon imagery into this burning everything down. Would you like to use your leadership to counteract that?
Yeah, well, what I'd like to introduce is the idea of, I'm trying to think of how to put it, but something along the lines of, the imprisonment of people's souls or their free will, by, the powers that of the institution.
Right.
I think the theme of imprisonment is a good one to explore,
Okay.
and I don't think has been explored before in previous
No,
ones.
but yeah, you can inject that. Loftware is also trying to inject some of that.
Okay.
He's also trying to get some dragon imagery in there, but you can counteract that if you wish.
This is all.
I
on you,
really
man.
hope.
This is all.
I
on
really
you.
Oh,
hope
hold on.
that.
It's on what side of the we or the them? I assume that he's trying to put dragons on the side of the we.
On the side of the we, yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a little bit on both. But if you read between the lines, it's sort of him on the we and Ghost Walker on the them.
Yeah. I will agree with the imagery of dragons on the them side, but on the we, it doesn't seem to make too much sense because, it seems like the whole idea is the collective of all the small people coming together, against the few them, the big and powerful ones on the other side. So the imagery
Right.
seems a little off.
He eventually concedes under the force. Sophie backs you up, and she seems to have like a significant degree of influence here herself.
Oh, she's banging the dragon.
Fuck.
No, not with like Lawfare, but with like the group.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
She's
Okay,
banging
never
the
mind.
group?
No, I'm like...
Sorry, I had to.
Uh,
I had to take it there.
That was
You
really-
dropped your keys too early. You needed to wait for the bowl.
Jesus.
okay. Well,
Wow.
so interesting because actually it has been a month maybe since we last saw her.
Something like that, because it would have been
Yeah,
Wild.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and considering that the movement itself has been around for like 2 months tops.
And she probably needed to spend like at least a week and a half of that getting clean.
Yeah.
Gosh, she works fast.
So,
You're motivated.
well, the thing is that apparently she was doing a good job convincing me, so she could be very charismatic. Good for her.
You noticing she is actually quite charismatic now that she isn't high as fuck.
Yeah.
It helps that she's very
Actually-
pretty.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it's a young group anyway, so...
Well, you didn't describe any of the others, but you said a couple people from the clinic, so okay, cool. Maybe people
Yeah,
she
it's-
didn't steal from, or that she went to personally and apologized, and oh, by the way, got these
Maybe.
people.
Like, you don't mean, like, Kath's clinic. You mean the clinic where we dropped her off.
No, Cath Clinic.
Oh, that clinic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they people that worked at the clinic, or that were patients
No, like
there?
other patients.
Okay.
That makes sense.
It's possible she's gone back and apologized, and you just don't know.
Yeah. Yay, Loftweir is leader. And
Yeah, but
after
between your influence and her influence, you managed to kind of shut down Loftweir. But you can kind of tell he's not, like, trying real hard.
yeah, this might be like number one. He doesn't want to try too hard and doesn't want to tip his hand, or more likely, this is his free time.
And he probably doesn't want to, like... Because, if he just goes full dragon charisma, that might be kind of suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So official business goes on and eventually is concluded, and
Yeah. So also, you get to be in on a bit of their next terrorist action planning.
yay, this is what I was afraid of.
What are they,
So what are they thinking right now?
They want to shut down the power to central Seattle again.
Again. Right, that was us. Whoops.
Is that federal prison in central Seattle?
No, it's off.
Yeah.
On the outskirts more. But they're like, the idea is they're moving into a new phase of the cult, and that it would signify, like, because that was the beginning, and this is the beginning of a new thing.
Okay. Huh.
You want to give him on any tips on where to go?
If I can figure out some sort of excuse to get them to shut down power to the prison instead, well, let's see. Is this the only federal prison in the area? The one that we're
Probably
looking
not.
at? Probably not. Damn. Because if it was, I could be like, hey, this goes with the whole imprisonment theme that we talked about. This is
Yeah.
the outside powers of the federal coming into where we are. We don't want that.
Oh, man.
That's a good argument. If you'd
Yeah.
like to roll...
Negotiation? Leadership? I don't know. Yeah.
Negotiation makes sense.
Yay, negotiation has 10.
Jesus.
3.
Uh,
Successful? Cool. If it's not, then I'm like, okay. Then I graciously be like, cool, I'm just offering ideas. I'm the new guy.
They're like, well... they concede it's a good idea, and maybe with the release of this new manifesto, that could be a good idea. Maybe like phase 2 of this plan.
Okay, so you're thinking manifesto first and then back it up, kind of idea.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe release the manifesto with this. All the other manifestos have been released with an act.
Yeah.
It would be a good act to go with this manifesto.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is if they go together. Because if you do it before, then all of a sudden they put more security on the prisons and all the infrastructure around them. You want to do it right at the same time.
Right. Because the other one is to go with another manifesto they've already written that they're planning to, like, take the cult into a stronger direction.
Oh, I see.
It hasn't been released yet. Which I'm in the middle of writing, and I haven't finished yet. Otherwise, I'd show it to you.
Yeah, well, they're in the middle of writing it too, so. Excuse me.
But the main point is that instead of ending with "we are we," it ends with "we are here." Like, the cult has arrived, and now it's time to take action.
Oh, jeez.
We or we has a better ring to it.
It does.
Well, it's not done yet. Maybe they'll move it around. Put the "we are we" in there still, but "we are here" will be part of it.
Yeah, well, I think they are something, we are here, we are we. Still ending with we are we, because the idea is that anyone could be part of that. When you say we are here, all of a sudden it's we are this group and we are here. But the we are we is that anyone is us and we are anyone.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Not that I wrote it in the first place or anything and totally know what I was talking about.
Oh, there is that, yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Because the
that
idea
was
is,
the thought process behind the idea we are we. It's the all-inclusiveness.
Because the idea was, like, we've been taking action, but this one's now you need to take action. So, then that's the idea of the new phase in the cult.
Yeah, maybe a you are here, we are here, we are
Yeah.
we. Still end on that.
Just
That's the same last note that draws it together, but definitely saying you are here, we are here to solidify the bridge from one to the next.
Sorry, I'm just really amused by the thought of you are here and just a dot as the symbol. We are we, you are you are here. Dot.
It's kind of like a New York Post, like a cartoon, and it's just like a picture of a shopping mall, which is just called Oppression, and it just says "You are here."
That's amazing.
It's a photo of an entire city on fire with a little arrow. You are here. Goddamn friends in your dungeon.
So yes, they wrap up the meeting. And so they all head on their way.
Yeah. I do ask Sophie at some point, are they pretty much the extent of the group? Because I've seen, I've heard of a little bit of them before, and I'm wondering if it's the same 6-7 people in here, or if there's more groups that are elsewhere. Is it centralized or decentralized?
There are more. She explains that there are more groups, and this is like the main leadership group. That actually makes decisions for the cult, or at least this sect of the cult. And then each of them has more people they talk to.
Yeah. Although she uses that terminology, I'm like, maybe the cell of the organization sounds a little better.
Except it's not really cellular.
Yeah.
They're not quite that organized.
Yeah. Well, I'm simultaneously scared and proud at the same time.
Yeah.
So, let's see. After that, does Sophie head out on her way, and I'll be like, alright, we'll keep in touch? Or what does she do?
Yeah, she tries to ask for your comlink number.
Yeah, I give her, I give her my number, and I get hers, so. Because I don't know if I'd ever gotten hers before, so yay, now we have that contact info.
Yeah.
Facebook me sometime. Awesome.
Yeah. And if you want to add Sophie as a contact now, she's actually kind of useful, so you can add her to your contacts.
Actually, considering how she acted there, that is some influence.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume
and some
he's
high
the only
fucking
one that gets it,
loyalty.
though.
Okay, so is it SOFIE or PHIE?
I think it was PH.
I think that's how we spelled it before.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
PH.
Okay. Grab a bite
Well, to
eat
skip
and then-
back a moment,
Yeah.
BDA, while he's in the meeting, you get a phone call.
Do I have call ID?
Oh boy.
It's like an unknown caller type situation.
Okay.
Locked number.
All right, I'll answer it. Hello.
All right. So this is a guy you used to know during those darker years,
Awesome.
like a fellow runner you met.
Okay.
He's like, "Hey man, I need your help."
What is it?
Not over comms. Can you meet me somewhere?
Where are you?
He gives you a location like 40 minutes from where you are. 20 minutes walk, run, whatever you do.
Although you have no way of knowing, I am in no greater danger from outside than I am from inside talking to Loftware.
Yeah.
Although you have no way of knowing that.
So, is this phone call happening after they've exited the building, or are they still inside the building?
It's like 10 minutes after they went in.
Okay. How long are they in there in total? Like, they're in there
It's
for
been
what?
at least an hour.
Like at least an hour, hour and a half.
Right. Fuck.
Character knowledge!
Yeah. No, it's
It's
just
like as you hesitate, he's like, "And if you could hurry, that would be great." And you can hear like a little bit of pain in his voice.
how well did I know this guy?
You probably did like a run or two with him. Like you've probably like knew him well enough that like he's a fellow runner you've associated with and worked with before. He probably it's probably why he has your contact info.
Right.
But he changed phones, which is why I came up as unlisted number, or unknown number.
Yeah.
Right.
Either that or he's trying to protect himself against you possibly having changed phones.
Right. Think someone forgot to tell you I'm not in that anymore.
The money is real good. I can pay you really well. I'm in a really tight bind. I think you're the only one who can help me right now.
Fine. Give me half an hour.
Okay.
And I will hang up. I'm trying to think of a way to like leave you like a sign that I'm okay and like I left that isn't like texting you or like trying to put some sort of signal into the.
You call my phone and I ignore it. Like, I know, like, if you call my phone, I would know that if it was important, you would call me, like, on comms. With it being a phone thing, it's like, alright, he needs to leave me a message for later. Potentially.
I could do it when I have enough
You
knowledge.
you could effectively just text him.
Would I know if like Loftweir could just know what that was, or like is there any way to like tap the signal that would be going into that room, or is it just like a closed comm link between us two?
There are ways to tap it. It's almost certainly encrypted.
Okay. Well,
Or if you just like write something like not indicative that like of what it actually says.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just text you.
Had
and say,
to
like,
stop at the store and pick up bread. I'll see you home later.
Love and hugs.
But that kind of like
yeah. Just something,
inconspicuous something cutesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could possibly also be like a wrong number or something.
Yeah. So went to go get bread. Be back in a bit. Something like that.
Yeah.
I
Bread
text that
equals
to him.
money.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
I take off running.
Awesome. Yeah, when I leave the meeting, I check the message. I'm like, oh, okay. Just nonchalantly, alright.
Alright, so you arrive at an alleyway.
Okay.
Down in the alley, you see a person slumped against the building.
Shit. Do I know who it is? Is that? I'm assuming it's him.
If you look closer, like spend some time to look closer, you can tell it's him.
Okay. I'm going to do a quick perception just on the alley and everything around there to see if this is a trap.
Okay.
Call your friend, or you die. Or they call my friend, now you die. But you said I lied. You are now the bait.
Okay, that's... Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. That's 4 hits.
You detect no trap.
Okay, and that includes, like, there's nobody, like, on the rooftops around it. There's no one around.
Yeah, this is a pretty deserted area, and nothing you see suggests trap to you.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to him. And...
As soon as he sees you, he, like, whips his gun up, and as soon as he recognizes you, he, like does, like, the relieved relaxing and puts his gun back down.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to him and say, what the hell kind of shit have you got yourself into now?
Had a run with bad, real bad.
Yeah, well, no shit.
I don't think anyone else made it.
How many were you working with?
4.
Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna do... Can I, like, look at him? Does he need, like, first aid? Like, is he been shot, or...
He's definitely been shot in the stomach by something. He looks like he's got, like, a patch over it, like he's first aided himself.
Okay.
But he's definitely not feeling real great right now.
Okay. Just gonna, like, looking him over, I'm like, what the fuck happened to you?
So, that doesn't matter. The run's gotta get done.
Okay, who did you get in with?
He, like, slides, like, a data pad your way.
Okay, pick it up and start looking through it.
It's a kidnapping job.
Seriously, with the kidnapping? Who is it?
The money's real good. They need to kidnap Armand Hammer,
Does that sound familiar?
That name-
CEO of the Armand Hammer Corporation. Armand Hammer is now like part of like Ren Rocker or something. Like it's been absorbed by Megacorp.
Right. Okay.
But it's still important enough that kidnapping him is worth some like a good bit of money. According to this data pad, it's worth $50,000 Union
Okay.
per runner. For the job of 4 runners, that's 50,000 for 4 runners, so that's 200,000.
200. Okay. Looking through that, but does it say where I'm supposed to deliver? Or like any sort of indication of who hired?
It doesn't have like a who hired. You're supposed to get him, call a certain number, and then pickup will arrive.
Okay. So I'm just gonna look down and go, so did you even get in the fucking door?
Not even close.
You always were a fucking idiot.
I think they knew we were coming.
Yeah, no shit. I'm gonna look down. I guess I go, man, I'm good. You know that, but I'm not this good.
I don't know. I think you've pulled off some crazy shit, son.
Yeah, tell me
I
that.
remember some of the jobs we did together. I think you can do it. I know you've got a team these days. It's the word on the street, anyway.
I'm sure there's lots of words on the street. Does it say when the job has to be done by?
A week from now.
Oh, okay.
We tried to get him as he left the airport, and it just did not go.
Okay,
Did not
so this
yet.
isn't like a thing that I have to do tonight.
No.
Okay. How bad off does he look? Like, is he going to die? Like
You
on the street?
suspect he'll live, but it's always possible some complication will kill him.
Okay.
He doesn't look like he's gonna like keel over in the next minute.
Right.
He doesn't look like he's gonna be doing any strenuous physical activity for a while.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm going to. All right. get up. I'm taking you back to my place, and I'm going to like help him to his feet, and like, I'm gonna ask, does he have a car or any like form of transport nearby?
Not anymore.
Okay. How far away are we from my place right about now?
Oh, it's a long walk to Glasgow.
I'm trying to figure out the
you live
accent.
in
It's
the
not
city.
there yet. I don't know. I can't get it. Anyways.
But with him, it'd probably be a pretty serious walk.
Right. So this is a pretty
I'm not sure you
abandoned
can
part
take
of town.
Yes.
Is there any like vehicles, like abandoned vehicles or anything like that around? Just vehicles?
No, it's more like this is like a factory thing, and it's like Sunday. So
Right.
It's not an abandoned part of town. It's just there's nobody working
Yeah.
today, so no reason. It's a ghost town on today.
yep.
If you need a ride, I might still be in the meeting at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
been
you are
40
at the moment.
minutes.
Yeah,
To
You are for
a
another,
half hour
like-
to run there.
at least half hour.
I'm gonna call Dave, I guess.
All right.
Ahoy, hoy!
Yeah, I need a ride.
Oh, I can't. I don't have a car either.
Dave, you
But-
worthless pile of shit, and I hang up.
Hang on, I'll call a cab. Give me where you are, and I'll.
I
Head over.
I have hung up. Like I just literally
I
said you use
want
a
to point out that the company vehicle of the Black Range Rover is still around.
The what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the car you bought to help you steal from the bank with,
Yeah,
because it was less conspicuous.
Right, but that's gonna be on the other side of town, isn't it?
But I can get there quicker because it's a vehicle.
Oh, like you mean Dave drive it over?
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I hung up on him, and I'm gonna call a cab.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, well, I can't do that, but I can. That asshole.
Pretty much.
All right. Well,
So I'm gonna call a cab, and I'm gonna like try to like clean him up a little bit to make him look less, shot
that's
in the
like he just
gut,
got shot.
A
Right.
little less dead.
a little less,
Like
dying.
wrap him in a cloak or something.
Yeah, something like whatever.
All right. Well, a cab shows up eventually. It's like I fucking almost couldn't find this place. Why are you here?
It's a long night. And then I like stumble into the car and like give him the address to like a block away from my place.
All right. He drives you there. This whole trip costs you 30 million.
Okay.
And
And
drops your asses off.
cool. Okay. And then
Basically
I'm
not
gonna,
like an Uber or something.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna go up to my apartment, my shitty tiny ass apartment.
All right. You're now in your apartment with Connor.
Connor.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna like send him. Can I attempt like another first aid on him, or is like he kind of taking care
He's
of?
already
His,
done first aid.
he just needs time. Okay. So I'm gonna like
Well, you can't
Liam.
re-first aid the first aid, so...
yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna like put him on the couch. Like I don't really have alcohol at my place though anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna sit him down and be like, pull up a chair and like explain. Front to beginning,
So he got...
no gaps.
So he got hired by somebody, just, a high-level Mr. Johnson,
Okay.
to kidnap this guy. So he puts his team together, and Mr. Johnson's offering quite a bit of money, like 200,000 million. Nice. He gets his team together, and they think they've got everything they need. They wait for him to leave his apartment, and they're planning to, like... The plan was to replace his actual, like, pickup car with theirs, so he would get into their car and just drive off with them.
Right.
But when they tried to do that, like, when they tried to, like, take care of the actual pickup car, they basically got wrecked by the bodyguards, who immediately seemed to know that they were up to something no good and opened fire and, like, wrecked this team.
Okay.
He was in the vehicle
In
at the time, which is why...
fake vehicle? Fake.
The fake vehicle. So he almost got away, but the vehicle got blown up. He was thrown from it. He got shot trying to get away, and did eventually escape. They didn't seem to trace him too hard.
Okay. And then he just, like, wandered into the alley and...
Yeah, then he went to ground and went, fuck. I can't do it. My team's dead. I need somebody who can pull this run off, because he won't quite tell you why he needs this run to succeed, but he's very adamant this run needs to succeed.
Hmm.
Does he owe someone the
He's
money?
like, well, I hear whispers in town, and he's got a team now. And he was pretty good back in the day, and I can trust him. Trust as much as a Shadowrunner can trust another Shadowrunner.
Right.
And calls you up.
I'm gonna, like, basically just tell him to, like, get some sleep, because this is pretty late at night now, is it? Or what time is it?
It's probably 9, 10-ish at night.
Okay.
Actually, by the time you get home, it'll be close to 11.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay. I'm gonna tell him to, like, get some sleep. I need to think on this and talk to my team. And yeah, hopefully he does that.
He doses himself with some painkillers and falls the fuck asleep.
Okay.
At this point, Boda has left his meeting,
Okay.
by the way.
I'm going, because he's, like, out, right? Like, solid.
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
I'm going to search him to see if he has anything of use. Or, like, weapons or things on him that I can, remove from his person.
He is wearing some now somewhat mangled body armor.
Okay.
And carrying a Ares Predator pistol. And probably has like various other knickknacks on him, comlink, stuff like that.
Okay. But nothing that would sort of signify that he was, like, in debt or, like, any reason why this mission is so important?
Nothing you can immediately discern. There's not like a note that says, "Oh, mafia, lots of money."
Okay. I guess I will think on things. Let's... Burnout, you finish up your thing.
Yeah. Hung out with Sophie for a bit, I guess, or if she just was like, "All right, cool, I'll see you," then
If you had a place, she's willing to hang out with you if you want to hang out. If you just like sort of have, like, I have places to be, I gotta go. I mean, it's like kind of late.
yeah,
So-
it's getting a bit late, but yeah, we gave numbers, and it's like, keep in touch.
Yeah.
Cool. So once she's out, I give BDA a call. I'm like, "What's up? Grocery one?"
You're likely in the taxi at this point, then.
Oh, if he's still in the taxi, then it's, "Oh, I'll tell you later." Whatever.
Yeah, it'll be... Yeah, I ran into an old friend. I'll, call you when I can.
Copy that. Cool. So yeah, I head back to my place, I guess.
Bye.
Oh, so did I. Run into one of your old friends. We'll talk.
Okay. What? is that about?
So yeah, if you wait till after you've got the guy settled and call him back.
Yeah, I'm probably back at my place at this point. You're at your place, I'm at mine, whatever.
Okay.
Or at least I probably just got back to my car.
Yeah, probably just got back to your car.
Okay. I will phone Burnout and tell him to meet me at my place.
Will do. Yeah, head on over, and I don't know. It's nighttime, certainly, by the time I get there.
Yeah.
What's up?
Then if you want to get Dave in on this.
Pardon?
Neither if you want to get Dave in on this.
Oh, sure.
I'm just gonna explain things to you first, and then we can go from there.
Okay. First off, do I see the dying guy on your couch?
I'm gonna meet you, like, outside on the street, basically, like, outside my
Okay.
apartment.
Okay.
How do I want to do this? Okay, so, like I said, I ran into an old friend who's got an interesting proposition. And then I'm going to kind of, in vague terms, describe the job. And
Going to the store and getting some Arm & Hammer. Anyway.
yeah.
So, not exactly a fan of that kind of job. I know we need the money, but I mean, the only reason I was okay with the last time we had to do one of those jobs is because it ended up being the opposite of one of those jobs after the time somebody else had pulled one of those jobs and we had to rescue them from that.
Yes.
Right.
It's the only reason I was okay with it the other time.
Right. Look, I know this isn't your sort of gig, but I used to know this guy, and for some reason it seems really important. So if you don't want in, I get it.
But you're going to do it anyway.
I'll take care of it myself. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. I need to find out more when he's not dying. But if you don't want in, I get it.
If you do it, I got your back.
Okay.
Aww.
Aww.
Yeah, I
wanna
mean, there's
cover
nothing
that
really
money.
to do at my apartment, so unless
Yeah.
you like really want to see him.
Well, I figured I'd tell you about the other one of your old friends that popped up today.
Am I going to want a drink for this?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Let's go get one.
Okay. So like just so that it's said, like before I left, I basically locked up his pistol in like my safe, like my secret place where I keep all my guns that just locked.
That makes sense.
And I don't really have a whole lot of personal items in my house, so.
So, well, it's pretty much wherever we talk, although I like the idea of go to a bar, get a drink. Wherever I talk, I want to do so where we have the most privacy possible. So we'll
Okay.
head back to my place. I have drinks and pudding.
Okay, let's do that.
And a
I
pair
have
of
a feeling
computer
I could probably
hackers.
use some pudding.
That's good continuity.
So I ran in. So let's see. Went to the We Are We meeting. Turns out Sophie is rather influential. Her word goes a long way. Although she is not the assumed leader of their group. It seems to be a central leadership group, and then there's other people that are outside of that. No, the leader of the whole We Are We movement is Lofweir. Go figure.
Loth?
Yeah. Your friend. Who recognized me. For some reason.
Recognized you.
Yeah, I walked in and he was, and then back to douche face.
Okay. I've said it before. You know what? I don't...
Fucking dragons, man.
Yeah. Fucking drag. Okay.
You would think our characters have known each other for much longer than the 2 months that they have.
You would think.
They're working on moving the group into a new phase. They want to cut out the power to Central Seattle again.
How much... Was that your idea?
No. My idea was cutting out the power to the prison.
Better.
Yeah, they're working on their next manifesto, and Lofweir was trying to sneak in some good things to say about dragons, and I was like, no. And Sophie was like, he says no, I say no, and everyone went no. So that bodes well for us.
I'm just going to point out maybe the obvious, but you said no to a dragon?
Yes! Yeah, well, I said maybe no wishy-washy, but enough that it went no.
Okay, and I like take like a half step away from him. Like, okay.
I don't think he was trying very hard. I got the impression that this is like his hobby, running a terrorist cult. So he's kind of happy that it does whatever it does, but he totally saw the opportunity to swoop in. Yeah. So they were working on drafting their manifesto thing, and it was no dragons, but I mentioned the whole idea of imprisonment and whatever, which was like, oh, maybe we could do something with the prison. So I am keeping tabs on this. If they do anything that could affect the prison, which I'm going to try to angle for, then we can likely make a move for Digawalt.
Okay, good to know.
Meanwhile...
Cheers. And I like down whatever drink I have in like one.
Yeah. So, I have now officially meddled in the affairs of dragons. In all ways, shapes, and forms.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. So, I'm going to put it right out there. I don't like the idea of the We terrorist cell. But frankly, whatever it does gets heat off of our backs. Which was its idea in the first place. And I'm kind of happy that it's doing that, and I'm scared for whatever it does, especially with Lofweir at the head. Now, I'm hoping that he will be a tempering influence on them, because there could be a lot of crazies out there who are just as devoted to it as Sophie is, that are actually in charge. So with Lofweir in charge, it might actually not be as destructive on a grand scale, but be assured that it will work to his ends. He has no reason to see Seattle burn.
That we know of.
Aside from draconic enjoyment, no.
Okay, I'm going to crack open another drink and down it in one.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing of any substance to add to this conversation.
So, we'll keep tabs on that. So there's a week.
You do that.
So there's a week to capture the CEO of a smallish corporation that is part of a larger corporation.
Yeah.
As an immediate thing. And then there's this pile of shit over here with the We.
Yeah.
So I will be responsible for keeping tabs on that. I've got Sophie's information, and she can contact me if she needs to. So when there's a meeting, I will likely be attending those, and try to be a calming influence on them, although how much I can do that without giving myself away as not actually believing in the cause, we'll see.
All the luck in the world to you, man.
Yeah, all of a sudden kidnapping doesn't look so bad.
Hey, now you're seeing things my way. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. We sit in silence drinking for a
Yeah,
while.
we sit in silence, drinking and saying, "Fucking dragons, man."
Dragons.